Hello there. Welcome back. It is week 5 for our Create a Family Recipe Cookbook, and I'm Gayle Ryan. I'm the lady with all the inspiration for the 16 pages for the Create a Family Recipe Cookbook that Bullitt County Public Library is presenting to our patrons and to any other interested parties. So, I'm sure you're curious, what is week number 5? I won't keep you waiting. Week 5 is found recipes. Now, what do I mean by that? That could be a recipe you found in someone else's cookbook, a recipe that you found in a magazine while you were at the doctor's office and going through the magazines, and you asked if they could copy the recipe for you or something along that line. Or maybe you just did what I do sometimes and borrowed the recipe magazine. So anyway, and I don't encourage you to do all those things, but they are things that we often do as human beings. So our recipe, or rather my recipe, that fits under the found recipe category is, and I'll show you a photo of the finished product and the recipe, where it came from. As you can tell, it looks a little rough and a little bit older. The paper is discolored, but it is called Kansas Squab Pie. Now, let me give you the background on that. My husband cooks Sunday dinner and my mom comes to eat, and he gets bored from time to time. We do cook quite a few different things, but upon occasion, nothing sounds good. So that happened several years ago, and my husband started going through papers, his recipe books, and he came upon a small group of cutout recipes that were paper clipped together. These were his mom's recipes. There were things that she'd cut out of magazines. Apparently some of the things she had created because there were notes on them, maybe for a substitution or a different size pan or double something or leave out. But in this case, it was the Kansas Squab Pie. Now, I will tell you that this recipe caused a lot of conversation, and with the availability now to purchase things online, I am surprised that we did not look at a particular website and see if we could order squab. I will tell you that we did have to get the dictionary out, or maybe I asked Siri to tell me what a squab was. It turns out a squab is a fledgling pigeon. It is a pigeon that has never left the nest. I will also tell you, we made this probably in March. So since we didn't really know where we could maybe get a squab, my husband, thankfully, decided to substitute chicken. And it was a very good casserole. Even though it says pie, what it kind of ended up looking like was a casserole with biscuits on top. But it was quite tasty. As I said, he substituted chicken for it. So there aren't any other notations on the recipe card. So I don't know if my mother-in-law ever cooked this or not, but I think she would be quite pleased to know that her adventurous son is an adventurous cook. And she would be quite pleased to know that for our found recipe, my husband cooked the Kansas Squab Pie. And that was number 5 on the Create a Family Recipe Cookbook plan. What will yours be?